Hello everyone, it's Coca-Cola and I'm with a Saboteur game, but I'm not going to be talking about that because I guess you can tell I'm going to be talking about the Connecticut shooting that happened this morning. It happened about 9 o'clock in the morning and it's just a terrible thing. Like, I can't believe something like that could actually happen in our society. Like, it's just, I can't, it just makes me so sad just like thinking these kids were in elementary school, meaning they were between the ages of like 5 through 10, I think it's what they were. Like, I don't understand why someone would ever go and just shoot these random innocent kids who had no idea what was going on, had no idea how to protect themselves. Like, it just kills me. And for the families that lost someone in the shooting, like, my heart just bleeds for them. Like, I feel so bad. Like, I can't imagine having to send my kid to a school and have to actually worry about them coming home. Like, that shouldn't be a problem. Having to worry about your kid coming home safely after going to preschool. But on another note, the person who did it was 24, and his name is, let me pull it up first. I have some stuff. His name is Ryan Lanza, apparently. No, Adam Lanza. And I just don't know, like, I don't know why anyone would do that, but also on a side note, everything I'm saying, like, I'm just using resources that I'm finding online. I don't know what is entirely true or not, but I've been watching the news on this all day. But it just pains me to think of these families that are going home without their child, who's from the ages 5 to like 10. Like, there was one interview with a child who said some of the kids had a stomach ache. Like, that's how they could describe it. Like, that's the way they describe this. Like, kids had stomach aches. Like, oh, it just pains me. There's a story that I heard where this one kid said the man came into his classroom and they all watched him shoot their teacher. I'm not entirely sure about this one, but they said, I'm pretty sure that the shooter's mother was a teacher at the school. And I'm not entirely sure about this, if I'm not sure about the first part, but I'm pretty sure he shot his mother too. Now, this guy did end up killing himself, and obviously the school evacuated, but I'm pretty sure it's up to around 30 people have died during this, and it was about 20 children who have died. Like, that's just outrageous. He did shoot the principal of the school, but that should not be something that should be a fear, that someone can just walk into your school with a gun and start shooting these innocent children and teachers and staff. Like, there's something wrong with that. And obviously this person is mentally unstable, and the fact that he was able to go to a store and buy a gun, that is outrageous. I mean, I'm already, like, against guns, and I believe there should be, like, gun control laws, but for the time being, there's not, and this is why I have problems with it, because for instance like this, where this guy can just go into a store and just buy a gun. I don't think that should be possible, and I honestly don't think any gun should be illegal at all, but I know that would be, like, impossible to change because there's just so many out there, and it's going to be too hard to change that. But that's just my personal belief, that I am just completely against guns and violence. I don't know what this guy is doing, but, I mean, that just pains me. I don't know how I think about that. Like, oh, I could not imagine sending my kid to elementary school and him not being there the next day. Or her, like, it just makes me so upset when I think about it, and I know there's nothing I can do, but it's just a terrible thing that happened. I don't know what else I can say. I mean, there was, I was in school when I found out, and we just started, what do you call it? My teacher brought, a live recording of the news for me to see, and he showed the class like a live recording. Not like of the news, obviously, is what I mean. And I can't believe like how the children didn't understand what was going on. Like I don't. It's gonna be so hard for them to realize like 20 of their friends are just not gonna be coming back. And that just, like, pains me to think about. Like, there was a death in my school. I'm a sophomore in high school, and that was, like, a huge deal, and there's so much support for their families, but what can you do in this situation? These are first through kindergarten through fourth graders who lost, like, 20 of their classmates and teachers, and when they remember, I don't know how it's going to end up for them. I don't know if they're going to be able to comprehend, like, what just happened to them. So, it really just makes me upset thinking about it, and I just feel terrible for families that were involved in it, but I don't know what else to say. I just can't believe something like this actually happened. It's just, that is the problem that I have. Like, the fact that this could happen. And like I said, I just really think guns should not be allowed in our society. And it's really a shame that it came to something like this for people to really, some people are starting to agree with me on that. And it just pains me that it came to the death of children for people to believe this. Like, that's just insane. So, let me know what you guys think. Like, it's really upsetting, and I was very upset when we were watching the news in class. I got very teary watching it, but I really hope that something happens and people realize, like, this is a problem and and this should never have happened. So, I heard something else that I wanted to say while I was watching the news. This is all I've been watching the news on, just this story. And, yeah, I don't know what to do about this. Like, they said it was the second, like, largest mass murdering in our country's history. So, yeah, it's a sad thing. So let me know what everyone else thinks about this, because I know it's really upsetting me, and I want to know everyone else's reaction about this. So leave some comments, because I want to know what you think about this. So, thanks for watching.